Good to have you here again. I don't know if you listen to the show, you know Roger Wakefield. He's here once at the beginning of the month to start off, and he is our expert plumber for Ask the Experts. How you doing today, Roger?
I've been doing great. This is a great day. It's Texas OU weekend.
Ooh.
I know all those freaking people in red come down from
Hook
the
'em
north.
horns.
I know, hook 'em, man.
My
We're
wife's
ready.
a Boomer Sooner. Is that what you call it? She was actually born in Norman. You know my wife.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Roll Tide.
Oh God.
Oh, man, what are we doing
It's
here?
like this show started off
This show
wrong.
just got canceled. Start over.
Yeah, we definitely have a leak somewhere, and I don't know. It's right there next to you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take care of me. There's a wall in between us.
Man, that stuff just comes right out of his head, doesn't it?
All right, well, without further ado, let's jump into it, Mr. Roger. Let's go ahead and tell me a little bit about Texas Green Plumbing and what makes you the expert plumber.
We've talked about this before, but Texas Green Plumbing is a full-service plumbing company. We specialize in slab leaks and leak detection, but we're really growing in social media, and that's why I brought Ryan in, because I met him through LinkedIn and connected, and we found out we've got a lot of synergistic things going on to where we do things that can help the same people. But I started growing on social media to really help the consumer. And by helping the consumer, what I mean is I put out videos and I get hate mail from other plumbers, and it's just part of life. But I teach people how to fix their own plumbing. I teach them things about plumbing that they may not want to know, or they may want to know, other plumbers may not want them to know. And, some of it they may not want to know.
The trade secrets.
You bet. And I've got out videos, and I tell everybody, go to The Expert Plumber on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. I taught a class a while back and showed some realtors some things. Lady called me a week later and said, I rebuilt all 3 of my toilets. You saved me $1,000.
Awesome.
I love it.
I know what I could do with an extra $1,000.
Well, it's that scarcity mindset, though. The people that are giving you the hate mail, it's the scarcity versus abundance, which is, I think, you were talking about synergies. That's where we align very much so, is the abundance versus, oh, no, they're going to be able to figure it out themselves.
I've got plumbers complaining, literally saying, you're taking money out of plumbers' pockets. It's like, look, if somebody can change a flapper and a flush valve and a fill valve, don't get me wrong, the flush valve's kind of hard, but the flapper and the fill valve are very easy. Unstopping your toilet with a plunger and auger.
Right.
Why not?
Well, the thing is, it's like you got someone like me who, on a lot of things, I am DIY, DIY, however the expression goes. But when it comes to poop or even the possibility of poop, I don't want to touch it.
And I'm not afraid of it. I mean, it all washes off.
Jump in there, Roger.
Yeah. That's never bothered me. It's funny because and I go out and I speak around the nation to plumbers, to electricians, to roofers, HVAC people, the trade industries, the residential service industries. And, one of the things that I talk about is, look, I remember the first time I jumped into a hole filled with raw sewage. And, it's just, for some reason, it's like, okay, you know what? It'll all wash off. And I know that sounds crazy, and now that we know more about diseases, it's probably not quite that way anymore because it doesn't all wash off.
Right.
But, it's just for some reason that's never bothered me. But you want me to reach up here and hook up the ceiling fan while the power is on and things like that? It's like, look, electricity, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Electricity is rough. I mean, a lot of people are natural. It goes back to natural gifts, but somebody in our community, she actually just lost her husband a couple months ago, and I don't want to speak out of turn and speak too much details of it, but it was just because, and he was professional, he knew what he was doing, but the person before him wired it wrong, and the ground wasn't actually the ground, and unfortunately he's no longer with us anymore because of that. So that's like my fear of poop is nothing compared to a fear of electricity.
Yeah, and I have the fear of electricity.
That's
the
real,
rest of it doesn't
and
really
you
bother
should.
me.
So
yes, sir.
I think here's my disclaimer: if you deal with electricity, get a professional.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Same thing plumbing-wise.
Oh, therefore, too. Yeah, get a plumber.
But I will show you how to do it yourself. And if you can, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Real quick, while we have a second, let me get your number and website out there. Roger Wakefield, if you'd like to contact him, it's 972-442-4101. Or you can visit them online at texasgreenplumbing.com. And his friend Ryan Harper here, and that was Propelio?
Yeah, Propelio, and we're at
.com?
PROPELIO.com.
All right.
And we'll get into what we do here in a little bit.
A little bit of real estate, I think, is what you told me. All right, and real quick, Roger, what is Propelio and why team up with Roger?
Oh, well, Propelio, what we are, we have a lot of things going on in our little world. But Propelio.com, first and foremost, we're software tools for real estate investors. So as an investor, you need some basic components to be successful in this business. You need access to true MLS comps. Unfortunately, people think Zillow numbers are correct. Yeah, no, their algorithms are computer generated and they're not exact numbers. And when you're in a market that fluctuates left and right and you need to know exactly what the house should be worth, Propelio.com is a broker's website and gives you those tools. In addition to that, we give off-market lead lists. So as an investor, you need to know, hey, I'm trying to buy a house. Well, everybody has houses, but what is a good lead? Because as an investor, it's buy low, sell high. And if you're just going to the MLS market, not all you can find those hidden gems, but most of the time, they're all retail value. So as an investor, you're looking for those discounted properties. And on top of that, we offer investor-friendly websites. So we're adding a whole host of other tools to our suite in 2019. But ultimately, we're trying to be your digital one-stop shop as a real estate investor and give you tools.
That's awesome. And I guess with Roger and Ryan, with networking and social media and videos, how does that go and intertwine with everything that we're getting to here?
I actually met Ryan. LinkedIn Video came to town, and I'm one of these companies like most. I get calls once a week from somebody that says, I work for Google. I want to talk to you about growing your business. I got an email from a lady and says, hey, you're invited to a LinkedIn Video pop-up event. And I contacted her back and said, okay, do you really work for LinkedIn? And she did. And that's where I met Ryan. LinkedIn came to town to teach business owners and people that work for themselves how to use LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn Video, how to actually grow your business through LinkedIn. And Ryan was one of the panelists that spoke there that day, and I was very impressed by him. And later we talked and talked about what we did. I was lucky. Mine was one of the videos they put up is look, people in Dallas are already doing this. And for a plumber on LinkedIn using video, it's just not a lot of people doing it. So I jumped on board early. I love it. I love communicating with our customers. And it's such a great way to do it. And some of these customers aren't even mine. I get questions from around the United States about plumbing, and it's a good deal. I'm able to help them out all that I can. But I met Ryan there, and then we started talking about all social media and all video. And I was really impressed with what Propelio is doing video-wise.
Yeah, like Propelio, we went about a year and a half ago because if we just take a step back and understand the real estate investor market and how a vendor gets their name across, gets their branding across. The age-old model is you go to these local events, these meetups, these REIAs, and they're boring, they're rough, they're expensive, and it's not scalable. So as a company who's trying to be more national, going to a local event, while it's cool to meet people face-to-face, but if you're trying to grow a national brand, we don't have 10,000 employees to go to 10,000 events over across the country. So about a year and a half ago, we actually built a small studio in Arlington where we're pumping out daily content. We do a live show on Facebook, a live show on YouTube, and currently we're doing that 5 days a week in addition to just pumping out digital content, and it's all free. Well, we don't like the word free. It's all at no cost to you because free – people have this mindset, oh, if it's free, it's worthless. It's like, you know what? It's like, no. I mean, the stuff we're giving is probably worth more than the $30,000, $50,000 guru that you're dropping money on and didn't get what you want. So we're all about giving those nuggets away. But the social media, a year ago, we had 600 likes on Facebook. And trust me, likes and followers, they're great, but from a KPO or KPI standpoint, it means nothing. but we've grown over 5,000 in the past year, all
What is that,
organically.
if you don't mind, what is a KPI?
It's like your
Key
tracking.
performance indicator.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
like
the numbers
tracking.
you look at to see, is your ROI working?
Yeah.
that's awesome. And
ROI, return on investment.
Oh, yes.
real quick before we go to break, once again, this is Texas Green Plumbing, Roger Wakefield, 972-442-4101. That's texasgreenplumbing.com. And we're also with Ryan Harper of Propelio, and that's PROPELIO.com. And I guess utilizing the technology today, guys, I don't see any other plumbers doing what you're doing, Roger. And I'd like to say, what is your most favorite with social media right now? Is it LinkedIn or is it YouTube, or which is your better?
I think my favorite for connecting with people, with the other business people, it's LinkedIn. But connecting with consumers, it to me has got to be YouTube. Like I said, the Expert Plumber, the YouTube channel, there's video content where people can actually go and watch and learn how to fix something. And I'm not trying to sell them stuff. I'm trying to show them, look, this is how you fix it. And you can do it. You can go to the box store. You can get online. And if there's parts that they need to order from their manufacturer, I even tell them, look, you can go online, contact your manufacturer, and order these parts, and you're replacing it with the right parts.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break, guys. Once again, with Texas Green Plumbing, the Expert Plumber, and Ryan Harper from Propelio. I'm Anthony Cernelia with Talk Radio 1190 and Ask the Experts, and we'll be right back right after these messages, guys.